Okay, so how do we get this Goonies looking title? This particular look, and I changed it to the Loonies, and there's a few other things I do, like I need to add a little tiny the, but I want to show you how to achieve this effect. And if you'll notice, it has a lot to do with layers. So the first thing I did, and I'll just start over, is I clicked on the text tool, and I just clicked here, and I'm using Pixlr.com, the editor version. So we'll get up here, click off of that, click back on it, click on the screen somewhere. There we go. And I'm just going to say add, and we're going to write Loonies. And I'm going to put the caps lock on, because if you notice, the word Goonies is all caps, except I guess the I and the E aren't. You can play with that. And I'm just going to get the text using the arrow tool. I'm going to get the text just to be about the right. So it's about the right size. If you look at that, that's pretty good. So now I want to get the coloring. Okay. So to change the coloring, you clicked on the text tool, and you'll notice that this is that purple that this text was when I started. So I'm going to click on that. And the first thing I want to do is I want to change this to gradient, because if you look at the, actually, let's go back for a second. If you look at the Goonies, you'll see it starts with this orange color at the top, and then it comes down to a gold color. So I want that same effect, and I found it in Pixlr. It's called gradient. And you have two colors. So right now I'm on color 1, or I can be on color 2, and you see the color changes at the bottom. I'm going to change my top color to be orange. Okay, I'm going to make it sort of match that color orange I see. You'll see the color appearing right here. If you don't, you can try and move the box a little bit. And I'm going to sort of get that sort of slightly lighter orange. That looks about right. Okay, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to click over here. Okay, there's my orange color. Now on the bottom, I'm going to click on the black. You'll see it turns to black, and I'm going to change that to a yellow by clicking on the color, moving to yellow, and I'm going to slide it till it looks similar to that yellow up there. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to click off. Now you'll see if I turn off the poster underneath, oops, I might not be able to do that. Let's see. Background. Close. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, I just turned off all the things I just did. Okay, let's try again. Gradient. Change. Orange. Good. And then bottom color. Click. Yellow. It's good. Practice for me. Okay. And I got to say okay. You have to say okay. You have to like approve it. I forgot to do that. So you can see that now it's I could probably go harder on the orange at the top. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to make that orange pull down more. And I'm going to make it a darker orange, I think, like that. I'm going to say okay. Yeah, that looks a little better. And then the bottom looks like lighter. Well, let's just change that lighter color here. Make it the lightest yellow I can. Yeah, let's go to right there. Say okay. That didn't change a lot. Maybe I need to bring this back more and make that less of that dark orange and more of like a lighter orange. Yeah. Like an orangey orange. Okay. It's not perfect, but you get the idea of how that works, okay? So now that I've got that, you'll notice that there's 3 layers. There's a black layer and a blue layer. So I'm literally going to duplicate by clicking on my layer. And at the bottom, there's this little plus sign, or Control D. Control CTRL and D will duplicate that layer. Now I have 2 of the same layer, okay? But I want to make my other layer, the next layer should be black. So I'm going to just click on it, the bottom one here, and I'm going to click on the color. I'm just going to go to color and just make it black, okay? Now, this is where using the arrow keys is what you're going to want to do. I'm using the arrow keys to move it, and I'm going to get it so it's just, see it's going down, the pattern. So I'm going to go down and to the right just a little bit so you can see. Like I'm going to zoom in on the other one here for a second so you can see it. See how that's like just a little bit sticking out from the bottom and the right. So I did that with this. Now I'm going to duplicate that black layer. I'm going to click down here, Control D, and I made another layer. And here we go. I'm going to move that black layer over, but now I'm going to change that to blue. I'm going to find a blue color. and it's a little bit darker up there. That's pretty good. That looks pretty close to that. Say okay, and I'm going to use my arrow keys, and I'm just going to get that, and there you go. Could this be better? Yeah, I feel like the orange on top could be stronger. I might try clicking that. Oh. Also, you got to use your arrow keys to do the fine movement adjustments. If you just click and drag, it's not as good. I think this orange just needs to be more orangey. Yeah, I don't love how strong my gradient is, but at least you can see there is a gradient, and then you can actually merge these together. Where's the merge option? If you right click on it, you have this ability to merge down, and it will merge that layer down. So now if I right click, merge down, now this entire layer is one moving part. It's not perfect, and then I need to do the same thing with a little but I'm going to do that with a different layer. I hope that's helpful, and it helps you get at least a little closer to making your custom Goonies poster with your own characters.